For this part practical, we'll be basically taking an image of a device. I have a pen drive connected to my machine, and the pen drive is around 2 GB in size. So the aim of this practice is to make an image, and we are going to make a forensic image using the Access database FTK imager. When you start the software, this is the basic interface which it looks like. If you go to a file menu, there's an option called as create disk image. When I click on create disk image, I have different options for the source type. If I select a physical drive, is if I'm having a hard drive, the physical drive will allow me to image the entire hard drive. Whereas if, for example, if my hard disk is having partition C and D, and if I only want to image the C drive or the D drive, then to image those partitions I need to select logical drive. If I select logical drive right now, it'll show me the different partitions mentioned over here. If I just select physical drive and click next, it'll show me the breakdown of it. So I'm just selecting my transient 2 GB pen drive and clicking on finish. When I click on finish, it will now ask me where do I want to dump the image file of it. So you need to click on the add button. When you click on add button, it gives you different image types. Raw type or DD or Unix style DD type is it's one format that works in a lot of different forensic software. For example, I can create a raw based DD image in FTK imager, and I can import that same image into another software like maybe like Autopsy or like ProDisk or Basic. AFF is the advanced forensic format. When I'm selecting the raw format, there is no option to do any sort of compression. If I click on next and give it a number, suppose 001, and I click next, you will see that the option to enable compression types is grayed out over here. Whereas if I select something like AFF has allows me to select the option where 0 is none, 1 is the fastest compression, where till 9 is the smallest compression. E01 is the ncase based format. So currently I'm just selecting the raw DD format. I'm clicking next. I'm giving it a case number. Examiner will be 9 a.m. Next, I want to dump this image. Let's say on my desktop I want to create an image folder, images, and in that I want to keep it an image like USB pen drive 2 GB. The image fragment size specifies into how many chunks should the image be broken up to. For example, if I was doing a backup of maybe like for creating forensic image of a 16 GB pen drive, and maybe you have to transfer the forensic image onto a DVD or something, then here I could specify the image fragment size at 4500 MB, that is equal to 4.5 GB. Let's say I'm giving it as 2100 MB over here. If you need to make sure to verify images after they are created as tick mark, what this basically will do is it will create it'll do hashing on top of the image, and it'll also do hashing on top of the physical source, and then it'll try to compare the hashes when the of the image as well as the physical source to make sure that the original media and the forensic image are both similar. Pre-calculate progress statistics will tell you the time to create the forensic image. Normally, the time to create the forensic image is proportional to the size of the source device. For example, if my pen drive which I've connected is 2 GB, then the appropriate time to create the image would be somewhere around between around 2 to 5 minutes. When I click on start, it'll start creating the forensic image. The speed is also dependent upon the type of pen drive which you're using, the speed of your computer, Um, if you're using a very slow pen drive, it's going to take a lot of time for the image to be created. If I use the current pen drive which I've connected is around a 3 or 4 year old type of pen drive. If you're having a newer pen drive or like a USB 3.0 type of pen drive, it's going to take a lot less time for the image to be created. I shall let the image be created and get back to you once the image creation has been done. Alright, so after the entire image has been created, it will give you the image result screen where I can see what is the name of the image, how many sectors were there, what is the computed hash, what is the reported hash, whether it is matching or not, and tell you if any bad sectors are found. When I close this and I close this further on over there, I can see that it taken around 22 minutes. Basically, I've been creating this USB image from an older pen drive, and I'm running the entire XP interface, XP operating system inside of a virtual machine. If I click on image summary, it'll give me the entire image summary of it, where I can see that where is the image source, what is the interface, what is the time image information and stuff. If I want, I can import this image over here by going to add evidence item, selecting image file, and browsing for the image file. And this is the entire image file over there. Another part is practical is creating an image of your memory. So to create an image or to capture memory, you need to go to file menu, select the capture memory option. Destination part, I'll keep the same thing as my images folder, and I'll give it a mem dump. If you want, you can create an AD1 file, which is basically uh, a file that wraps around the memdump.mem file. If you include the page file option, it'll also try capturing your virtual memory. I can even import the memdump file. I can view the memdump file over here. If I keep on scrolling, I'll have a lot of content in the memdump file. And similarly you can perform different analysis on top of this file over here.